Hello and welcome everybody. So today we'll be starting about the Vue.js. So in this particular series, we will be learning about how we are going to use the Vue.js as a front-end framework. So let me just have some discussion on this as this is going to be first video. So here I will be just talking about some basic things. Okay. So you can see how you can make the best use of this particular training program. So guys, these are some of the points that you should remember. You must have a notepad handy with you so that you can take the important notes, and I will suggest you that listen the concept properly as explained in this session. Do not code along with the video. First understand, take the note if required, and then later on, if when you are writing the code, you can take the help of your own notes. Okay. The last thing is make sure to perform all the hands-on exercises. So these are the some of the good tips guys that if you will be following, you will be learning this particular technology in more better way. Now what is going to be the objective of this particular program? In this particular session, the objective of this session itself is going to be like, I will tell you what is this Vue.js, what is progressive framework and what makes Vue.js as progressive, what is the single page application, and how is it different from any other frameworks. So when I'm talking about the difference, we will be comparing Vue.js with React and Angular. Okay, so let's move ahead. So when I'm talking about this Vue.js, guys, this is the person who created the Vue in February 2014. Okay, his name is Ivan Yu. It is a progressive framework for building user interface, and it is used for developing the single page application. So very first, let us explore what is this progressive. Progressive means that the framework is implemented as an additional markup to HTML. It is basically a template model bound to a data model. If the model is updated, the browser's HTML is updated. That is, it reacts to the model updates. Now, if I'm talking about the progressive framework, what do you mean by this progressive framework? Guys, Vue being progressive framework simply means that if you have an existing server-side application, you can plug Vue into just one part of your application and you can then make changes if you wish to with other core libraries. Okay. Now, when I'm talking about the single page application, what does it mean? Single page is a web application or website that interacts with the web browser by dynamically rewriting the current web page with new data from a web server instead of the default method of the browser loading entire new page. Okay. So you will not be having multiple HTML files, but you will be having one HTML file which will be rendering data dynamically that will be coming from the server side. That is the meaning of the single page application. Now when we are talking about difference between different frameworks, like we have Angular, we have React, we have Vue in the market. So I just found this particular thing from internet, and I'm just giving you these differences. So as you can see over here, like if I'm talking about in terms of type, then Angular is a framework, React is a library, and Vue is a framework. It is a progressive framework. Why you will be choosing this particular thing? Why you will be choosing Angular, React, or Vue? So it is based on the different requirement, guys. If you want to work with TypeScript, you will be choosing the Angular. If you want to work with that, you want to say everything is JavaScript, then you can go with React. Okay. If you are saying that it is easy JavaScript and HTML, then go with Vue. Who is the founder? Everybody knows that Angular has been created by the Google. React is created by the Facebook, and Ivan Yu, as in the starting itself I told you that Ivan Yu is the person who created the Vue.js, and he is the former employee of the Google. Initial release, like it was released in September 2016, Angular. React was released in March 2013, and Vue was released in February 2014. Application type, with what type of applications you will be using which particular technology. So if you are developing some native apps, if you are developing hybrid apps or web applications, you can go with Angular. If you are developing the single page application or mobile applications, React is a good choice. And if you are developing advanced single page application and started supporting native applications, you can go with Vue.js. And which particular framework is ideal for which particular condition? So if you want to focus on a large scale feature rich applications, go with Angular. Suitable for modern web development and native rendered applications for iOS and Android. And it is ideal for web development with single page application. If I'm talking about the learning curve, guys, Angular has a steep learning curve. React, it is little bit easier than the Angular. And for Vue.js, it is much smaller than both these two technologies. Developer friendly, yes. If you want to use the structured based framework, you will have to go with Angular. If you want to have flexibility in the development environment, then you can go with React. And if you want to have separation of concern, you will have to go with Vue.js. If I'm talking about which particular model is used by which framework, then Angular uses MVVM, that is model view view model. React uses virtual DOM, and Vue also uses the virtual DOM. TypeScript is a language which is used to write the Angular. Okay, JavaScript is the language which is used for React and Vue.js. If you see the popularity wise, guys, if you will open the GitHub page for Angular, React and Vue, as of recording today, you can see these are the star ratings for the Angular, React and Vue. And you can see Vue has the highest popularity among both these two frameworks, right? If you can see the company usage, guys, like all the company, there are so many companies which are using almost all the frameworks. So we cannot say that Vue is very new and Vue is outdated from the market, but it is really a good framework which are used by most of other companies as well. Okay, so with this particular discussion, guys, our introduction of the Vue.js will be finished. Now from the next session onward, we will be doing some hands-on. So thank you very much for listening.